who just joined us via the waiting room, is a Ravens rookie who heard his name called on day 3, one of many that did for the Ravens in the 6th round on Saturday this past weekend. And my, oh my, Sarah, he had a bunch of different stops throughout college. He landed in Western Michigan, and now he lands in Baltimore. 6'1", 190, a corner by the name of Bilhal Kone. We're thrilled to be joined now by the Ravens rookie here inside the channel. Congratulations, man. And I got to tell you, too, right now you are halfway upside down. So if you could change your camera angle so that we can see you face up, it'd be perfect. Maybe that way.
There it is. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome to the show, man. We just wanted to congratulate you, and we're so thrilled that you heard your name called and that you're willing to do this. And we're great to meet you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm excited that you got my name. You got my name right. The pronunciation was good right there.
Well, let me hold myself accountable here because in the pre-show meeting, we're coming off like 20 hours of combined coverage this past weekend.
Yeah.
That's what happens when your team that you cover has 8 picks on day 3. One of them with you, of course. But I botched it as Cone all weekend. I got to be honest with you.
Oh,
now we're face to face. I'm getting it. So you're here now, and I appreciate the compliment, though.
And just to ask, is BK an acceptable nickname? Are we cool with that?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's what I go by.
Excellent. Well, BK, it's so wonderful to meet you. I'm Sarah Ellison. I used to work there at the Ravens for about 13 years. Couldn't be more excited for you. Tell us what the last week has been like for you.
Just filled with excitement and joy, just having a dream come true, but then kind of just now, really just snapped back, got back to work, got back to knowing how much I need to really develop as a player. So it was really fun weekend. I had my brother on FaceTime because he was in Australia, but I think he fell asleep and I just kept buzzing his phone. But it was really fun weekend being here with my mom, and just the excitement she had for me. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
And did I hear too that it was a little bit extra sentimental, given that it was the anniversary, or I guess it was the birthday of your late brother, the day that you were drafted? Is that true?
Yeah, that was true. Yeah, man. It was so crazy. My brother even was like, we were going into the next day. He texted me that night, just like, it's not no coincidence. And I was like, damn sure it's not.
I just got chills as you said that, when you said it was no coincidence. So BK, for those, obviously you're new to the Baltimore scene. We've got plenty of people here that want to get to know you better. One thing that I've read about, but obviously don't know too well, is you just seem to have overcome. You talk about your late brother. You seem to have overcome a ton of adversity. Can you kind of maybe introduce yourself a little bit to our audience and talk about the adversity you've overcome and the person that it's made you today?
Yeah, honestly, really just been through, seeing a lot of different perspectives that have just built me into the man I am today. But starting from, I was born in Minnesota, but I moved to West Africa when I was a little bit younger. Financial reasons, my parents couldn't have me and my brother here at the same time, so I was there, and I learned my first language was French, and so coming back here to the States was really hard transitioning throughout languages. Took me a little bit until maybe around 5th grade, 6th grade is when I started really picking up on English again. My little brother passing into my freshman year of high school made things a little difficult in my family. A lot of things went different ways for my parents splitting. So I had to move in with a different family, and that helped me just transition into a better time in high school, kind of. And so from there, I kind of finally got in a stable mindset of where I can focus on my future a little bit more. But I ended up taking things to JUCO, and from JUCO is where kind of I was able to really find why I really wanted to do this, my purpose, and I stayed consistent through that. And being in Africa and knowing that perspective of how things are from there to here, and then also just my transition through high school kind of helped me along the way get through JUCO, because it's really not as easy as people may think, or what they have heard about it. It might be as true as that as well. So yeah, going from there to Indiana State, um, that was another great transition. My first time going D1, so it was great feeling for me. I know I took it in as just a humble experiencing moment, and then also I was just grateful for it. Never been a D1, so I just wanted a ball. And then going into the next year, I went in the portal and found my next home, Western Michigan, and I really loved their schedule. That was the main thing that like popped out to me. The competition they got to go against within the
Mm.
next 2 years, and that's what I took and I attacked it.
BK, we've only known you for a couple minutes here, and the word that's just screaming at me right now is resiliency, and I think you've shown that from what you've
Thank
shared.
you.
Yeah, in your
Sure.
personal life, right, but also in your athletic life. I mean, you just mentioned
Sure.
3 schools, right? So
Yeah.
JUCO was Iowa Central Community College, if memory
Yeah.
serves. From
Mm-hmm.
there, it was to Indiana State, like you just mentioned, and then of course
Yeah.
your final stop with that beefy schedule, some big time play
Definitely.
competition wise, was indeed Western Michigan. At what point you looking yourself in the mirror and saying, "I got a chance to play on Sundays, man"?
Right at right after JUCO, honestly. JUCO was when I set my goals down for myself of where I wanted to be. I've actually wrote it down in my notes, which started back in after my first starting snaps at JUCO. I wrote down in my iPhone notes that I wanted to be at the next level. I wanted to be in the FBS, and I wanted to make it to the NFL. And like I still have those, and I just scratched off the NFL. And now it's time for some new goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check. Check. Okay. Well, let's talk about this. Your new goals. What are your goals now that you know you've been drafted by the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah. Right now, honestly, it's taking advantage of every opportunity I can, whichever that is and however that is, to help um, the Ravens become a more winnable team and get to the Super Bowl. I know that's nothing that's not easy to say, but from this system that they have here, they were just there about 2 years ago, and yeah, I know that's something I'm willing to do. I'm just grateful to be on this team to be able to do something like that.
Hey, BK, our audience right now is chiming in. They're loving that you're here. We appreciate your time. Evan
Yeah.
says, "Welcome to the flock. Seen what you did to Marvin Harrison Jr. You are a dog, sir."
Thank
So for
you.
those out there that maybe haven't seen what you did to a guy that's playing on Sundays and a darn good football player, what are the Ravens getting in you?
Um, for me, they're getting a dog. I say this all the time because that's just simple. Like you're getting a dog, someone who's gonna work, someone who it's dirt and his feet is in the dirt every day until they can't be, until they're too muddy. You gotta know how to work. And I come from JUCO, and so my adversity, my chip on my shoulder, I don't care who's in front of me. I'm good. I'm coming here to compete, and I'm coming here to win. And this is the best program to do that.
Hey, BK, this reminds me of your phone call with Eric DeCosta and John Harbaugh. I just clipped like 30 seconds of it because in case
Yeah.
people haven't seen it, let's listen to that. And I want to hear your reaction on the other side.
Hey,
All
it's
right.
Eric DeCosta with the Baltimore Ravens. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm ready to go.
You ready to go?
Swear to God, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do everything I need to do to get on that field to help y'all win, man. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Well, you're gonna get the chance because we're gonna
Yes,
we're gonna
sir.
pick you right now.
BK, John Harbaugh, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm ready to go, man. Let's go.
You ready to go? Let's go. Congratulations.
Let's
We're ready
go,
to go
man.
too. Let's go. You know what? We got us a Bronco. It's been too long, man.
You got you a Bronco, you got you a dog.
That is
Yeah.
exactly what we like here in Baltimore. The energy. You got me
Yes,
a dog.
sir.
Let's go. Are you still feeling that energy?
Oh, yeah. It's as annoying as it sounds. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to head down there. Yes.
Dude,
That was so exciting.
that's pure jubilation right there. Are you just talking in that moment? Like, where's your head at?
So I'm just It was everywhere. It was really everywhere. It was filled with just so much excitement and so much. I was so anxious in that moment right there. It just felt so great.
Yeah.
But as you guys can hear, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we're ready to go too. When do you get here? Don't you guys come in later this week?
Yeah. So I arrived Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
rookie mini camp over the weekend. And somebody you're going
Yeah.
to kind of reunite there with, it sounds like you worked
Yeah.
out with Malachi Starks, Ravens' first round pick.
Yeah.
Tell us about how you know him and what your first impressions of him are.
Well, so we met down in Tampa working with Yo Murphy at Compound, and since the first time we met, we had a group of us. It was Malachi, Jordan Oladokin, and me. We were just head first and getting straight to work, but all laughter, a bunch of joking around, and we grew a close bond together, and it felt like another brother, you know. So we've been competing and getting at each other on the field, off the field. So it's and then he gave me a call the other day about we were just screaming like once they seen I got drafted to the Ravens, which was it was crazy.
BK, when you get the call and some of the emotion comes down, which I'm sure it takes hours, days, whatever it took,
Yeah.
what's the first thing you do in terms of familiarizing yourself with this roster, familiarizing yourself with the organization, and starting to get mentally ready for this flight on
Right.
Friday and putting your first best foot forward when it comes to mini camp and everything that's still to
Mhm.
come in the coming months?
Yeah, for me, it was really just asking around, especially the coaching staff over there, just asking what do I need to have prepared for, because preparation's the best way to get it ahead of yourself and take advantage of every opportunity you can. So, asking them about just like the play, mainly for me, the playbook and what to expect in these next couple days. I know it's just the rookies coming in at first, but just even then, just knowing what to expect and how to attack it is what helps me breed success and be prepared.
Hey, what are your impressions of defensive coordinator Zach Orr? And have you guys talked a little bit about how you might fit in? I mean, you seem to me to be more of an outside corner, right? Maybe
Yeah,
you fitting in there and competing, and then maybe some
yeah,
special teams too, right? How do you
for
kind of see
sure.
your role fitting in here? And what's your impressions of Zach Orr?
Yeah, I love him. I feel like just coming in for me is gonna be big on. I have to be big on special teams coming in just to prove myself again.
Mm.
That's at every level I've been at. I have to go in and do that again, and that's no problem for me. And being in on special teams is a great thing in the NFL, especially how everybody attacks it. There's no plays off, just as any other play. This special teams role for me is going to be huge, so I know I have to take full advantage of that. And then any situation I get put in, um, and then I feel like I am an outside corner, which has the ability to play both inside and out. So being around them, I know they're really good at developing players and taking their time with them. So I can't wait just to get down there and be able to listen in and just work.
How lucky are you that, Sarah mentioned Zach, one of the up and coming, literally early 30s kind of guys that I'm sure
Yeah,
has aspirations to be a future head coach. And, he had a
right.
tremendous year after a slow start defensively in his first season last year. But then you
Mhm.
got a guy in Chuck Pagano, who I'm sure, you're a
Yeah,
fan of the sport. You're a fan of the game.
for sure.
Former NFL head coach, man, who's going to be in charge of your secondary. And now you're going to
Right.
have a chance to pick the brain of somebody that's played the game at a really high level in
Yeah,
Zach as an undrafted player. And then, of course, in Chuck, who's been probably forgotten the amount of
right.
football that most won't even ever comprehend. So how lucky are you, man?
No, yeah. And I keep getting told that, and it really is now coming into for me to see that like I am in a really lucky position and going to the Ravens. I keep saying it. I'm really truly blessed because those guys I've already with Pagano. I've already been able to chop it up with him just a little bit about what they're expecting and how their defense is looking for the next season. So, I'm just excited to go.
Yeah, you're gonna fit. You're gonna fit right in for sure. Last question for me. That's kind of random. At least random for me that you had lived with two NBA stars, the Jones brothers. How did that come about, and what was that like?
It was his their brother. So I lived with their brother. The that little they kind of got confused, but I lived with their brother, their oldest brother. But I was a part of their family just for throughout my junior year. Yeah, around there. It was it was a great transition just because they helped me just focus in on what I needed to do in high school and figure out where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. That was huge for me. And then also living with them, just going into the basketball games. Tice was playing for the Timberwolves at that time, so being able to go down there with the family, it was a great time.
Now you have the build. Did you hoop it up too? Did you play basketball?
Yeah, I was okay. I won't say crazy, but defense was my main thing, so I was pretty good on the defensive side.
Nice.
You got another hooper that's going to be in your secondary, and I'm sure, I really do believe that he could have played in college, and that's Kyle Hamilton. His father,
Yeah,
professional overseas in Greece. I believe he was born in Greece. So you got a bunch of just all around athletes that are in the secondary. And obviously, that's most NFL locker rooms. But I got one more question for you, and then why don't we rip through some super chats, because some folks are just commenting on you and what you're going to bring to Baltimore and whatnot. But you've mentioned it a couple times. While you obviously have to earn your stripes, and you know that through special teams, as an outside corner, that's a certain type of dude. That's a certain type of dog, and you got to have a certain type of mindset to be on BK Island, if you will.
Facts. Yeah.
Can you tell us about that island and how
Yeah.
your mantra is going to set up to have success and hopefully long-term success on Sundays?
Yeah, I think it's my confidence, as any corner should have. Your confidence is going to be wherever takes you the farthest, and your confidence comes from how well you're prepared and what's your preparation like, what's your routine like, and how confident in you that you really practice your routine to the top notch. And that's just the type of guy you're going to get from me and my high energy. It's not ego with me; it's just my confidence. So I hope a lot of people see that. That's the type of guy that's out there on that island. Man, you can't just come out here just jogging around. Better strapping up.
Sarah and I are going to be looking for that island.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to be looking for that island. As soon as camp gets out, we start seeing footage coming out from one winning drive, man. Dreams hits us with, if Kone wears 37, I'll buy his jersey. You have not been assigned one yet, have you?
No, I have not.
Okay. Not sure why Dream says 37. Let's get it regardless. BK came on the show. Let's get his jersey regardless, people. Come on now.
37 is a lovely number, though.
Jemmy 93 saying he's ready to go. We know that for sure. Deshaun says one thing we'll never have to ask is, quote, is BK ready to go? Remember this, Zio.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny about you, BK, is you come across as relatively soft-spoken, but when we always interview players, Sarah, I feel like this was often the case with Roquan. We did a show with Roquan a couple of years ago, and he would come on, and obviously this is one of the most ferocious linebackers in today's game. There's something about that switch that turns on come game time. How do you turn that on, and why do you come across as so low-key in front of the camera?
Yeah, I get told that a lot, and I think I save all of my energy just for the game. Honestly, I'm never really rowdy, but like I can get a little rowdy, but usually I'm just down to earth. I'm really a, just a normal person until I step onto that field. I don't know. There's a lot of emotion that comes on the field with me, and a lot of things that are going on, and that's the best. That is like my sacred place, and where I feel like every expression of me is shown. So yeah.
Can't wait to see it, man. And I think it's contagious. Sean saying it's time to go here. Yvette says, welcome to Baltimore. Love your energy. And we do as well. We love that you actually were willing to carve out some time. I'm sure it's just been a whirlwind these last few days. Like you said, your wheels up for Baltimore on Friday. We wish you the best, and we hope to do this again down the road, man. Best of luck.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Appreciate you, BK. Best of luck this weekend.
All right. See you, Raven fans. Thank
Later.
you.
His first impression, and I think check box for Mr.
Check box.
BK.
He said, I'm in the NFL. Cross that off my list.
That was awesome. And a special thanks to his representative, Dan, who I've been going back and forth with over email. They were kind enough to facilitate this for us. Yeah, again, he does this out of the generosity of his own time and his interest. And he did seem interested in getting to know you guys on the other end, the Ravens fans. So that was awesome. And Sarah, what was your first impression of BK?
Yeah, no, he said it really well. He said confidence, but no ego. That for sure is who he is. A lot of energy. You could hear it in that phone call. You could hear it here. He called himself before that. We even played that video, that audio. He called himself a dog a few times. He talks about being confident over on BK Island. He talked about like the significance of everything with his brother in Australia saying, hey, you getting drafted on the day that it's our late brother's birthday. And he's like, this isn't a coincidence. I get chills. Thinking about the adversity he's come through. It's somebody that's like, it's easy to root for. He brings the energy. Like, this is just a dream come true. And this is why I love draft time, Bobby, is just to see so much sacrifice and hard work pay off for these guys.
Well said. It was just, I think you just appreciated how genuine he was. He just laid it out for us. And just like he did, to your point, kind of being vulnerable and sharing just how full circle it was and how sentimental draft day was, given that it was his late younger brother's birthday. And here he is right there at his tombstone. Happy birthday, baby brother. He tweeted out on that day, keep watching over us. No coincidence. Just as he said to us, your birthday's today. Love you. Rest up. What a great kid. I mean, he's a kid. You know, he's a great young man and one of many that heard their name called in that 6th round, 178 overall. We have more super chats to get to. We didn't skip over you. Brooke Pryor joins us in just a second here for the Steelers perspective. Kelly Harris, first and foremost, and Katie Ramey both became channel members just within the last day or so. So Katie and Kelly, thank you both for all the love. You guys can help us get to 100. We're 8 out. I checked before the show, Sarah. We have 92 channel members who are supporting the show as official Voltrons. We're 8 out. Just saying, if you guys want to help us get to that a hundo figure, please do so by clicking on the link that's in the show notes. And it's also a pinned comment right now in the live chat. Sean Coles is showing us love. And Evan Burstein dropping a $20.
There we go. He said, I said in Discord, I'd throw $50 on chat if Malachi was a guest. Still got to show love for all the work you both put in this offseason. Fun fact, in Vanoy's last 35 games, he has 26.5 sacks. Really? In 35 games? Woo! He said that's the 3rd most behind Bosa and Hendricks.
Goodness gracious. Appreciate you, Evan. By the way, spoiler alert, we're trying for all rookies. Hint, hint. We're trying to track them all down as much as we possibly can. What I Say Junior says, you can't be making me look bad in the Discord. I got to match it, E. Showing love as well. Joe Jenkins, I'm sorry that I missed this one when we had BK live. He wished him a well and welcome to Baltimore. The Vault is the best Ravens coverage anywhere in Joe's mind. We as Ravens fans struck gold with Bobby and Sarah. Hands down, go Ravens. Joe, thank you so much for that.